We have chosen the first book, which is titled of The Power of No. Sometimes the hardest word is always no. Not because we don't know what we want, but because we are afraid of losing people, being judged, or standing alone. Many of us say yes when we are tired, uncomfortable, or overwhelmed. We say yes when it actually slowly harms us, our own mental health, our self respect, and our worth. But here's the truth, saying no is not selfish, it is self respect. It takes courage to always say no when others expect us to say yes. It takes strength to step away from what drains you. It takes confidence to choose yourself even if others don't understand. When you say no to what hurts you, you say yes for your own peace, your mental health, and your self respect. Yes, you may feel lonely for a moment, but you will gain something which is important for yourself. So today, have the courage to say no. Say no for your own peace, say no for your own self respect, say no for your own worth. Because choosing yourself is the most powerful decision you can make for your own.
Have you ever said yes when you really wanted to say no? Many of us do it every day to avoid disappointing others, to fit in, or because we feel pressured. But over time, this small yes can cost us our happiness, confidence, and peace of mind. That is why the book entitled The Power of Saying No is so important. This book teaches us that saying no is not a sign of weakness or selfishness. It is a skill that helps us protect ourselves and live a healthier life. Today, I would like to share why this book is worth reading by explaining its main ideas. The first one protects mental and emotional health. Saying no is not being rude, it's protecting your peace. When we constantly say yes to things we don't want or can't handle, we slowly drain ourselves. Our minds become overloaded, our emotions feel stretched, and stress starts to control us. The second main point is build self respect and confidence. Every time you say no to something that goes against your values, you are actually saying yes to yourself. Many people struggle with confidence because they constantly put others first, even when it hurts them. Over time, this makes them feel invisible and powerless. This book explains that every unnecessary yes adds pressure, while every honest no removes it. By learning to say no, we reduce anxiety, prevent burnout, and give ourselves space to rest and think clearly. In a world that constantly demands our time and energy, the power of saying no reminds us that protecting our mental health is not selfish, it's essential. The book highlights that setting boundaries builds self respect. When you stand up for yourself, you begin to trust your own decisions. That confidence grows because you are no longer living to please everyone else. Saying no becomes a powerful statement. My time, feelings, and goals matter. Reading this book helps you understand that confidence doesn't come from approval, it comes from honoring yourself. Power of Saying No teaches readers that refusing the wrong things protects their future. By saying no to harmful influences, you create space for positive growth, better relationships, and smarter choices. The book shows that one strong no can save you from regret, pressure, and long term consequences. The third main point prevents negative influences. Not every opportunity is good opportunity, and not every relationship is healthy. Sometimes we say yes just to fit in, avoid conflict, or fear being judged. But that yes can lead us into toxic friendships, unhealthy habits, or situations that pull us away from who we want to be. This book doesn't teach us to be selfish, it teaches us to be strong. The power of saying no shows that sometimes the most powerful word for a better life is just two letters: N-O, no.
Hello SPM student. The second motivational book that I would like to share is Quiet by Susan Cain. In part 1 of Quiet, Susan Cain reveals that your quiet nature isn't a flaw, but a hidden superpower in a world that can't stop talking. She explains how society shifted from valuing inner character to flashy personality, creating a new groupthink that wrongly prizes loud voices over deep thinker. But worry not, SPM student, the world may celebrate loud voices, but true genius often comes from deep thinkers who practice, observe, and focus with determination. Your introversion is not a limitation. It is a unique wiring that makes you more sensitive, empathetic, and capable of extraordinary growth when you lean into your strengths. In part 2 of Quiet, Cain reveals that your introversion is literally wired into your DNA through high reactivity, where sensitive amygdala makes you more attuned to your surroundings. Using the orchid hypothesis, she explained that while dandelion extroverts thrive anywhere, orchid introverts can reach extraordinary height when given the right environment. With this in mind, SPM students should believe that caring for themselves will allow them to bloom with brilliance and change the world. So, embrace your quiet power, stretch beyond your comfort zone when it matters, and let your thoughtful nature guide you towards success. So, dear students, as you prepare for your SPM journey, remember this. SPM is not just a test of who speaks the most, it is a test who prepares the best. Stay consistent, believe in your quiet determination, and let your inner drive shine through. Your strength may be silent, but it is powerful enough to unlock extraordinary potential. Thank you.
This book also emphasizes about how culture can influence personality. Firstly, Susan Cain mentioned that the extrovert ideal is not universal, where in Western culture being loud, assertive, and talkative is considered good, while being quiet is seen as a flaw. Cain shows that this bias is not found everywhere in the world because of the cultural difference. She highlights that Asian culture, often influenced by Confucianism, tend to value humanity, quiet resistance, and deep thought over constant chatter and self-promotion. Next, Cain emphasized about the soft power, which is quiet resistance. Like Asian academic success, Cain explained that the high academic performance often associated with Asian students is linked to soft power, a quiet resistance, and calm approach to learning. Contrast with American children are often taught that success comes from speaking in the class. In many Asian cultures, maintaining respectful silence and listening is valued, where the teacher talks and the student absorbs. Cain also mentioned about the cultural gap. Asian American students often struggle because they are expected to be outspoken at school, which is American style, but quiet and respectful at home, which is Asian style. And the solution, instead of forcing everyone to be an extrovert, we should recognize that both styles have their own strength and are needed for a balanced world. From this part, it can give impact to students to think that difference is not deficiency. Quiet students are not less capable or less motivated. They are simply contribute in a different way. True growth and success happen when society, classroom, and workplace create space for multiple personality types. On part 4, Ken also emphasized about the importance of accepting people's personality differences in relationship and teamwork. First, act out of character only for what matters. Cain introduced free trait theory, where we are born with fixed personality, but we can act like the opposite type when it is necessary for something we truly care about. Introverts can act extrovert if it serves a core personal project, a goal, career, or a person they deeply value. Because acting out of character is exhausting, introvert must casual restoring niches, bridging the gap in relationship, where Cain mentioned about the different social needs for introvert and extrovert. In conflict style, how introvert and extrovert deal with the problem and how to fix the conflict. Part 4 tells introvert to stop trying to be loud, accept the natural needs for quiet, and use soft power to build meaningful lives, career, and relationship. In conclusion, students should read this book as it really helps students to accept the difference in personality and accept the way they are now, as no matter who you are, quiet or loud, there will always be a way to succeed.
You Will Never Walk Alone by Nick Alia Hayati is a Malaysian self-motivation book. This book publication is on year 2020 with the category of adult non-fiction and motivational. You Will Never Walk Alone is a motivational and inspirational book that focuses on emotional strength, resilience, and importance of support in facing life challenges. The book is written to encourage the readers, especially the young people who may feel lost, lonely, or overwhelmed by the problem in life. The main theme of the book is hope and togetherness. The author emphasizes that no matter how difficult life becomes, a person is never truly alone. Support can come from family, friends, faith, or inner strength. The book reminds the readers that struggles are a natural part of life and can be overcome with perseverance and belief. Next is the importance of emotional support. The author reassures readers that have feelings such as sadness, fear, failure, or setback are normal. Instead of giving up, readers are encouraged to seek help, express their emotions, and trust that someone will be walk beside them through the hard time. Faith and inner strength play important roles in the book. It's conveyed that trusting in higher purpose or believing that every hardship has a meaning can give the strength. Another key aspect of the book is self-development that encourage the readers to believe in themselves, accept the weakness, and learn from the mistake. Overall, purpose of the book is to motivate the readers to not give up and remind them that support is always available, and inspire the courage, patience, and also optimism. The book serves as a comparison for the readers during difficult times to remind them to keep moving forward with hope and confidence. Next, I will pass to my friends.
The book You Will Never Walk Alone by Nick Alia Hayati is a collection of reflection, poems, and reminder for our soul. She writes from the heart. Every chapter in this book is written with such deep emotion and passion that make the readers instantly feels understood and empowered. For instance, in one part, she writes, I know you are tired. I know you feel very exhausted. You feel like crying. You feel disappointed. But please be patient. It's only for a while. You definitely can get through this. Your devotion to your parents is never in vain. There's a reward for all of this. That line really gave a huge impact to me. This book centers on several key themes. First, resilience and hope, reminding us that the light exists even in our darkest moment. Second, the importance of emotional support, as we all need someone who truly understands us. And third, faith in destiny, believing that everything happened for a reason. Nick Alia has a relaxed and beautiful way of writing. It is poetic yet simple, make you feel like you are chatting with a best friend. It is a comforting book filled with healing words. The core lessons are clear in this book, which is stay strong even when the world feels heavy, never be afraid to ask for help, and see challenge as a form of growth and love. If you are going through a tough moment right now, I highly recommend this book for you. It is not just a book, but a reminder that you are not walking this path alone. So, you can get this book through Shopee or just click link below. Thank you.